Okay, so, hello guys, it's me Gaming Star here, and today I am back with a brand new Let's Play of, well, Xenoblade Chronicles X. Yeah, I'm thinking about doing this for a while, but, well, anyway, so I completed the game and all of that, and, well, let's start, shall we? So I'll be quiet for these cutscenes, and, I'll see you guys then when we get to the character creator.
July 2054 AD. The Earth was caught in a great battle between unknown alien forces. Their weapons were terrifying and powerful beyond human reckoning. Our planet was overwhelmed, its surface reduced to ash and rubble in the blink of an eye. The coalition government knew the war was coming. In response, they prepared the Earth-Life Colonization Project, Project Exodus. Interstellar arcs were launched all across the planet, from every major city on Earth. Bravely, we leapt from our cradle, our home for the last 4.5 billion years. But most of the arcs never even made it out of the atmosphere. Only a small handful managed to escape. Among them was our ship, the White Whale. After leaving Earth behind, we spent 2 years wandering in space, searching. We thought of ourselves as the lucky ones, the pioneers who would settle a new world. But our past caught up with us. Literally. The alien blitz was unrelenting. If not for the efforts of a lone hero, we would never have survived. Our ship took heavy damage. We lost control. With our flight systems down, the White Whale was pulled into the gravitational field of a nearby planet, its hull shattering and breaking to pieces as we plummeted toward the surface. Since then, 2 months have passed.
Okay, so it's been a while, hasn't it? Well, the reason because I was out. Because I was out in Puerto Rico, and that's why. That's why I haven't really. So let's do our character creator. Hold on, is it here? My data? I want to check and see. Is it? Holy shit, it is. I don't even have to try. I have to try. Wow, it's here. I didn't actually think it treasures in data. I was actually kind of curious. I really didn't think it would. Huh, interesting. So I'm gonna go with my old one, but I'm gonna do a few changes. So make myself a little shorter, just like how I am in real life. Just like I'm in real life. I'm a bit shorty, so I'm gonna make myself a little shorter. I'm gonna say probably around like. So wait, is it by age or honestly, it's really hard to tell. But I'm like 23, so it's by age, I guess. But I think it's gonna stay the same. It's not much. I'm just checking. Hair? Maybe I might go with Neo's hairstyle, but I don't know. I think I'll just stick with my original mostly, or maybe this one. But I'm gonna change the tip colors over to the brown. Yeah, just brown. Oh fuck. Why did I do that? Why did I? I'm so stupid, okay? But I'm gonna go with my data. OG. Just some changes with the hair. Yeah, there we go. Eyes. I think that's gonna stay the same. Yeah, I think it's mostly gonna be the same as my original, but a few changes maybe. Maybe a few small changes. Can I do brown eyes? Nope. Only little colors. Ah. So for the highlights, I think I'm just gonna go with like a light purple, like that. Yeah, that works perfectly fine. And then makeup, eyeshadow. Probably like this to match that. Lips. Yeah, that's gonna stay the same. That can be voice.
Oh, all right. We did great.
Success!
Yeah, we're gonna still slate. Oh wait, my hair. Just the hair. Shit, the hair. There we go. That works fine. Yeah. No. There we go. So that's my OG avatar, mostly. You can go ahead and look me up. If you have the game, you can look me up. But I'll show you guys in later my avatar. So I'm just gonna reuse the same one. That's it, really. I could have stayed longer, but I didn't realize. I actually didn't know that it could just stay the same. I didn't know that. I just learned that, I guess.
Attention, external access confirmed.
Hey, I could just reuse them.
Disengaging stasis in 10 seconds. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Releasing hatch. Please stand clear.
Hey there. Looks like you're all in one piece. Defenses will need time to reactivate. Your pod is the only one around that landed intact. Good thing I found you. My name's Elma. You want to tell me yours? You don't even remember your own name? Must be the stasis hangover. That's not good. Just try and focus, all right?
Okay. I don't... Well, I could put my, real name, but I already did that before, so... Here we go. Hey, no space needed.
Good, there we go. What else you remember?
I don't remember anything. Sorry.
In the meantime, I'll get you up to speed here as best I can. How are your limbs? Can you move?
Should have stayed disoriented. My body is fine.
We'll take it easy while you shake the stasis out of your system. One step at a time, all right? First things first, you'll be needing a weapon. There you go. All right, let's get going.
Stupid phone. It's the cameras. Okay, prologue. Awakening. So the first few chapters, you know, like, they're pretty short, honestly, but then it gets more as it goes on. So, like... I have played the original game on the Wii U before, I have, and I almost completed it, but I reset it because I thought it was a bit underleveled, so I reset it. But then, well, I just kind of gave up, and I waited for this, and I finally completed the game after, like, over 10 years on this version. It took me over 10 years. Yeah, I feel embarrassed about that, but it took me over 10 years.
Most of the White Whale's life pods didn't survive the crash, like this one. You're one of the lucky few. Right. You don't even remember the White Whale, do you? You know, the L-002? The ship we escaped Earth on? You remember Earth, right? Planet Earth. Your homeworld. Or rather, it used to be anyway. Unfortunately, it was caught in a battle between two alien forces. And destroyed. Ring any bells?
Nope.
Don't feel bad. It's one memory I'd like to forget. I know. It's been following me for a while now. I didn't want to alarm you, but we're going to need to defend ourselves. You up to the task?
Okay, target and drawing, auto attacking. Yeah, I know how to do this game. Thank you. Assault hammer. Yep, thank you very much. Arts and how they work, just like more like Xenoblade Chronicles 1. It's more like the original game, more like the first game than anything else. But a bit different, you know. Like, this is actually my first Xenoblade game, funny enough. I started with this one, that's why I decided to start with this one. That's actually the main reason. I forgot I don't have the quick parts yet. I completely forgot about that. I pressed Y and I was like, oh, why didn't it work? I forgot. I'll turn it down a
You're
little.
not half bad.
Like 33? I think that works, sir. I'm messing with the volume a little bit, so I'm sorry. A little loud. Messing with it. Show interest in finding work. Look depressed at the idea of work. Me. Yeah, actually, I'm trying to look more sure.
Then you're interested. In that case, I might have just the job for you. But anyway, we can talk more details later. For now, let's keep moving.
My first loot. Oh, sorry, Soul voices. Prompts or instructions, suggestions. You can change them anytime you want for your avatar, but no one else. So you can change it literally anytime you want for your character. All of that. First treasure, maybe. Oh wait, there's another one. Healing in battle. There's different better means.
Never hurts to get a little stronger.
But there are other will. Soul voices. The order things really. Maybe do a little bit of grinding here, just a tiny bit.
Here we go.
Let's go for it.
See what you got.
So I can level up a little bit. You know what I mean? So let's go.
With a melee attack.
Slide slinger. I can't move.
Help me out here, please.
Move in and do some damage. Shadow
I
strike.
don't have many arts, so I'm gonna have to pick my arts for sure.
Pendants destroyed. Move in and strike.
I figured you'd win.
I never imagined this is where life was going to take me.
So you can change your soul voice like on for your own character. You can customize it. However, with any others you can't do it, but only with yourself, of course. But I think we're mostly fine. Honestly, I have to keep it how it is default. I don't like to change it very much. No, you could, but I personally don't like to change it very much. Like, honestly, I prefer to just keep it like that, so I don't really change it very much. I like this move, so I'm gonna keep it for myself for sure.
It begins.
A little bit more grinding for myself.
Grenade.
They're off guard. Stagger them with a
I'll make
melee
them
attack.
double.
Boom. Topple. You can actually just initiate topple. Unlike in other Xenoblade games, you can topple here, like, without using break. Stagger it's called here. Same thing. So, it's a little weird. If you have, like, this skin before it's a little weird. Like, oh, you need, like, you know, break or stagger. Same thing. To do that, yeah, you don't have to in this game. Probably the only one you
Move it.
don't need to do that. No, in others you do have to do that.
Now it's
Ball hammer. Slide
I'm just like a little bit of grinding for myself. Melee because I don't have to do that. I also get a couple of items. Ow. Flashbangs. So I'm sorry for not really much in terms of like like I said, I was in Puerto Rico for a bit.
upper
And well, mostly because I'm lazy as shit. That's another thing.
win.
We got him. Let's move.
Which is another thing, I was pretty freaking lazy. Like I am always. That's another thing. Oh, fuck. But that's another thing. I'm lazy. So that's why. And, yeah, that's pretty much why, really. I just didn't really want to bother. Oh, hold on, there's something up there. Shadow Rise. Yeah, there's something up there. Yeah. And it means if, like, little, indicators means that they can find you like that.
Here we go.
Let's
Like, if they have, like, an eye, then that means they can find you. Like, they can just see you from a distance. If it has a little, like,
move in and do
hearing
some damage.
symbol, then that means they can hear you from afar.
Chrome armor. Shadow strike.
Never hurts to get a little stronger.
I really want to get that up there, though. Fuck it. Can't get it. Maybe later.
The rain's starting to let up, just in time for sunrise. Follow me. I promise you're gonna love this. wild, huh? They're all indigenous, as far as we can tell. We need to learn to play nice with these guys if we're going to try and coexist together. We call this planet Mira. You won't find it on any star chart. But it's our new home. Recognize the habitat unit? That's where we're headed. Watch yourself. That first step's a doozy. We can jump if you like. You could handle the fall. But the indigents down there are another story. Some big, some mean, all nasty. Given our options, the high road here would be the safer way to go, relatively speaking. That said, whichever way you want to go, I'll follow your lead. You decide.
Enemy detection types, this is exactly what I was talking about. Like, oh, non-aggressive, no icon, and then we have, like, they will look at you with their field of vision, or they will hear you, they will react when you get too close, or they can have both. Toggle, sprint, and then an auto run. But I like sprinting, so you know what? I want to get that real quick. But then we'll go in the bottom. There's also the aerial camera, which is this. I honestly barely even use this, I will be honest, barely at all, but if you want it, it's right there for you. Also, you don't take fall damage, unlike in previous games. Unlike in later games or previous, you know, 'cause this is technically the second Xenoblade game. I know it's weird, but this is technically the second one. It's really weird, but it is. You know what? Let's fall down. Fuck it. Jump off a cliff, and you're not gonna get hurt, so it's not too bad. There we go. That's why I like to do that sometimes, it's fun. I like to do that personally. And unlike here, like, you have to usually hold the A button, which really screwed with me. Which really screwed with me in my first playthrough, because I was just like, it really screwed with me in this version, because I was like, oh, I remember you pressed it like crazy. No, you just have to hold it here, and it really bothered me.
You asked for it.
It was really weird though, I know.
Shadow strike. Assault hammer. Down you go. Target inside. Realm armor.
I owe you one.
Scream edge. You should be doing better.
I should heal up first.
Flame grenade.
Now, melee attack. Shadow strike.
Realm armor.
Appendage destroyed. Move in and strike.
I'm trying, but this is taking a while.
More hit.
Heal me!
Rising. Okay.
She has to TP! Heal me! You have to TP! Thank you.
This thing around.
Going all out. Send them flying.
One more XP. One higher level.
Realm armor. If anyone's hurt, say something.
There.
Excellent strategy.
Slit edge. Well, let's go, shall we? I press X to jump because it gives more distance when you're doing that, so it just gives more distance. Topple. Topple and Stagger at the same time. This is a really good move. I highly recommend using this, especially if like you're gonna use the if you're gonna use the assault, the assault rifle class. I highly recommend doing that. Really. If you're gonna do that, you can customize your classes, but only in Drifter, which is a win right now. No, once you like maximize your classes, that's when you get the opportunity to like customize like crazy and do some crazy shit with it. Like you can do some really good stuff with it. It's really fun. Once you get to it, once everything is unlocked, it's a lot of fun though. The battle system really is really the most fun in the series, honestly. Like this is definitely my favorite battle system in the entire series. I just love this one so much because customization you can do is actually amazing. 3 is also my favorite personally as well because of that customization, which I really like. I've always liked it. I've always liked this battle system way more than the others, to be honest. Always have. It's just a lot of fun to me. Also, you can run, which is definitely better. Also, you can run. Let me check on my arts so I can update them. Flame grenade. Yeah, let me upgrade flame grenade. And then the skills. We don't have anything yet because we have to unlock them through other classes, which we can do over time. I like to upgrade these. I think that's good. There's something over there. Oh, it's up there. Yeah, I can't reach it. I had to go up the other route. Oh well. Thank you.
Great. Let me at him. That did something.
Whoa!
Use melee attack.
Damage.
Whatever that pincer.
I got a little reckless.
I should heal up first.
Go.
Boom.
Now close the gap. Flame grenade. Slide. If anyone's hurt, say something.
Excellent strategy.
This is honestly so beautiful though. Like, that's something I'll never get over. It's just so beautiful. God, I'll never get over that.
Looks a lot bigger up close, doesn't it? And this was just the habitat unit. The White Whale was one hell of a ship. Until it all came crashing down, at least. That's the West Gate. It's closed off now for security reasons. But we've repurposed a freight elevator that will get us inside. Grexes. And they're riled. We can't leave them roaming here, not this close to the gate. We're gonna have to take them down. You ready?
Melee and ranged weapons. Yep, you could change them anytime. Yeah, I know, thank you. And then art and secondary cooldown.
Ready? Let's move it!
Now, launch!
Light grenade!
Woo!
Everyone's safe.
Nice combo. Thank you.
Shadow strike!
I was gonna go to the side of this.
Pendant destroyed. Move in and strike. Slide it. That's offensive. Move in and keep
Hit
them
the tail.
going.
I wish I could use overdrive so badly, but I was until top before everything unlocked that. I really do wish I could use overdrive. It's such a powerful mechanic. God, I love so much. I wish I could just use it right now. To have to wait until chapter 4 once we get to it. Damn. Really want it so bad.
It's a shame we had to settle near so much wildlife. Luckily, some species aren't so hostile, but they aren't necessarily friendly either. I've come to learn that there's a fine line between self-defense and provoking a fight. We need to walk that line. All right, let's head in. Who knows? Maybe seeing the inside will jog your memory.
Let's go inside. I'll change my class once Drifter is maximized. That's the only way you can do it. Once someone is maximized, then you change to the next. More equal.
Well, here we are. Not too shabby, huh? For a giant beach spaceship, anyway. But, like it or not, this place is our home now. We took the name from the city it was modeled after back on Earth. We call it New Los Angeles. Welcome to NLA.
And And so it was that another survivor came to join our band of refugees. Together, we resolved to forge a new way of life here on Mira, come what may. New LA was our beautiful lie to ourselves. Truth is, we were adrift, heading into the unknown. Our native home was gone, swallowed in a shroud of light. And our future was uncertain. We had no idea what fate lay in store for us. Only that we had to keep living in order to see it.
Alright, let me see if I can hold on. On the third file. Ooh. Okay, here we go. Yep. So that's the prologue. Of course, we have to like do a couple more chapters, and we're gonna do side quests as well. I'm gonna do every single side quest, so that's gonna be something. I'm gonna do every single side quest too.
How
Just so you
about
guys
a
know.
quick tour of the facilities to refresh your memory?
Yeah, sure.
Let's start with your living quarters. Follow me.
Brave citizens of New Los Angeles, good day. This is your Director General, Maurice Chausson. Today, I once again come to you with news I am truly delighted to share. Yesterday, we repatriated 10 more White Whale crew members. These fellow pioneers will rejoin our ranks as citizens of NLA, bringing with them skills and know-how that will bolster our ability to survive and indeed flourish here in our new home. This, of course, is only the latest success in our continuing efforts.
Director General? Since when?
For the rescue and recovery of
2 days ago,
all
ma'am.
brothers and sisters. I stand here truly humbled and grateful.
From political aide to director general in just a few weeks. At this rate, he'll be emperor by next month.
And a better tomorrow.
Irina? Gwyn?
Nice work out there, ma'am.
Right. Introductions. Irina Akulov, Gwyn Evans.
This one of the survivors, Colonel?
The survivor. I only found a single pod intact at Starfall Basin.
Oh yeah, if you hear that.
What happened to 10 more crew members?
Oh yeah, by the way, if you hear that, that's the bird. That's my clock. Just so you know, that's my clock. Yeah, I have a clock that does bird sounds, so if you ever hear that, just ignore it. It's there.
Come on, seriously?
Yeah.
Chausson was never one to let the
Forgot about
truth
that.
get in the way
Forgot
of
to
a
mention
good
that.
speech.
Oops.
Still, every last survivor counts. You can call me Irina. I'm with the Interceptors.
Me too. Same division. You can call me Mr. Evans. Or just Gwyn.
The three of us were in the Coalition forces together. Specifically, the Special Operations Heavy Armor Training Unit, aka the Skeleton Crew. I was a colonel and Irina a lieutenant. Gwyn was a more recent recruit. Of course, I keep telling them we don't need those old ranks anymore now that we're here.
You're still Colonel to me, ma'am. No reorg will ever change that. And that's not about chain of command either. It's about respect. You've earned it.
And the award for best ass kiss goes to...
Well, I'd remind you both the ma'ams aren't necessary if I thought you'd listen.
All right, ma'am. We should be getting back to work. Until next time, Colonel.
Right. We should be going too. The administrative district isn't far. That's where you'll be calling home. For now, anyway.
Chapter 1. New Los Angeles. Here we are. And also, I'm gonna get a crap ton of achievements because, well, we have achievements, a lot of them. Let's just do a tour around it, and then, yeah, first steps, of course, isn't much gonna happen except just, well, the basics.
Damn it!
Look, I know what exhaust smells like, and it was exhaust in the cockpit. Just check the ductwork, would ya?
Oh, I'm checking. I just seriously doubt... Hey, look at that! The intake exhaust bypass is reversed. Oh man, it's a good thing I caught that.
You caught that? You're the one who cleared me to fly.
Everything okay? It's not like you to flub a flight check, Lynn. Good thing you had a rugged pilot like Doug at the controls.
Oh, hey Elma. How'd it go out there? And would this be one of the you-know-who's? Cool. I'm Lynn Lee Koo, mechanic and top all-around fix-it gal for Blade. Yeah, well that, doesn't usually happen.
We know it doesn't, Lynn. Look, I know what you're thinking. But believe me, young as she may look, and yes, she is young, she's actually one of our top talents.
Most of the time, that is. Most of the time.
Anyway, you guys heading back to the barracks?
Yeah. Why do you ask?
As long as you're here, why don't I take you on the transport? It's a great way to see the city. I'll give you the grand tour.
That sounds like a great idea.
All right, Doug, I think that'll be all for today. You can clean up here and dock the Skell.
What?
Don't mind the exhaust. I'll take care of it tomorrow.
Don't mind it? Wait, why am I cleaning up your mess in the first place? Lynn! Lynn!
Here we go. So now we have a whole bunch of party members. You can tell, like, look at how many party members we have here. We can unlock a crap ton of party members. It's gonna be a lot of fun. We're gonna do a crap ton of that. Like, there's a lot of them to unlock, for sure. There is a lot of them.
Not bad, huh? You can see everything from up here.
It beats walking, that's for sure.
The best way to see NLA. I never get tired of this view. It's like a different city every time.
It's certainly come a long way in the last few weeks. There's still so much to be done.
One day at a time.
Speaking of which, we don't really have time for a full pleasure cruise here. Why don't you give us the express tour then? Just the highlights.
Okay, you got it. New LA is divided into 4 districts. We departed from the industrial district, where Doug and I were conducting the flight test. It has food production, skill development, you know, industries and stuff.
It's also where the West Gate is located, remember? Expect to pass through there fairly often. The only other gate out of the city is in the administrative district, but I'm skipping ahead.
Next is the commercial district. Restaurants, galleries, cafes, clothing, groceries, you name it. It's a veritable shopping paradise.
The CD is the closest thing to a downtown we've got. It can actually get pretty crowded sometimes.
Well, by NLA standards anyway. Day or night, the best and only bargains on the planet. To your right, the residential district. Housing, housing, and more housing. Well, plus a nice park and the cathedral.
If you're ever looking for quiet time alone, or want to relax and unwind with a good book, that's the spot.
Right? The park is my favorite place to just zone out and chill. And last but not least, our destination, the administrative district, the nerve center at the heart of NLA. Note the distinct dual-level structure here. The upper level holds our administrative tower, home to Blade HQ and the government. Not to mention Armory Alley as well as the barracks where we live. The lower level there is a hangar complex for Skell maintenance and repairs. And this concludes our tour. We will be landing shortly.
Thanks, Lynn. We'll save the rest of orientation for once we're back at the barracks.
Enjoy your stay in the administrative district, and thank you for flying Linley Airlines.
Right. Let's get you over to the barracks. Then I should file my report. They'll be eager to hear the details on how I found you, I'm sure.
Well then, we better not keep them waiting. The barracks are pretty close, actually. They're set up just behind the giant blade tower here. That road there wraps around the left side and leads right to it.
We'll pass through Armory Alley, but let's not get sidetracked, okay? We can check it out later.
Really? Yeah. Treasure. There you go. Okay. I locked myself in the treasure, of course. So we have the Armory Alley. This is, well, basically you can buy stuff, of course. You can buy, like, you know, your gear or whatever. Right here. We don't have access to it yet, though. We will soon enough. We will have very, very shortly. But right now, we don't. Why? Well, because we don't. This is stuff for, like, when we join Blade, which will be soon. But right now, we don't have access to that and that either. So we'll get to it once we get to it. So I'm sorry this is mostly just cutscenes, because, well, you know, I mean, this is the beginning. So this is mostly just cutscenes, and we'll get into more gameplay in the next episode,
And here
most
we
likely.
are, the Blade.
So for now, this is mostly just gonna be cutscenes.
Consider yourself our guest until we finish getting you registered. Feel free to come and go as you please.
Can I register? Guess I'm
I think
interested.
I can answer that one. So, you must be the latest rescue.
Secretary Nagi!
Miss Ku. Chipper as always, I see.
What can I say? Pep is my middle name.
I ran into Doug Barrett on the way here, and he didn't seem quite so upbeat. Anything about today's flight I should know?
No, nothing to worry about.
Good. Be sure it stays that way. More importantly, Elma, you found another one. Excellent work out there.
Just doing my job, Mr. Secretary.
Now, as for officially registering our new citizen here,
Why don't we talk inside? There's a lot of ground to cover. It could take some time.
ah yes, of course. Forgive me. You must be weary from the stasis and your journey back to us. Please, after you.
I'll put on some tea.
Allow me to formally introduce myself. My name is Kentaro Nagi. You may remember me as Captain of the White Whale, but now I serve as Secretary of Defense here for New LA. The provisional government has charged me with keeping the peace, so all military and police matters fall under my jurisdiction.
He's also my superior officer. And he'd be an excellent person to talk to when you're ready to start looking for work.
What about a job right here with Blade? She seems capable.
Let's give it a little more time. At least until she knows enough to be able to make an informed decision. She seems to be suffering from some form of memory loss.
Memory loss? From the stasis?
She could barely remember her name, and nothing at all about what happened to Earth or the White Whale.
I see. Though, come to think of it, the entire lot of us have only been on this planet for what, 2 months? It shouldn't take very long to get caught up.
My thoughts exactly.
Well then, where should we begin?
So we have to basically ask literally all of them. Ask about I love how we can just do this twice. Inquire, how we ended up on Mira. Clarify. I think we're gonna go start with Inquire first.
It started at the end, 2 years ago. The end of Earth. The casualty of a battle between two hyper-advanced alien civilizations. Their technology and weapons were beyond our comprehension. We were like infants, naked, powerless. The Earth was reduced to ash and blown away.
I still wonder if I hadn't been there. If maybe all of this could have somehow been avoided.
No one can know that, Elma. What we do know is without you, there'd have been no Project Exodus, and no escape for any of us. Did it go perfectly? No. But we are here, and we are alive. We survived. So yes, Project Exodus. Once we learned the Earth might be threatened, we needed a plan to preserve all her various life forms. That plan was the Earth Life Colonization Project, otherwise known as Project Exodus.
Those of us who escaped on the White Whale spent over 2 years wandering in space. 2 hard years. But we clung to our mission, find a habitable planet and settle there. We had no idea how long it would take. Or that the decision would eventually be made for us.
The xenoforms found us again, and, well, it wasn't a happy reunion. Earth wasn't enough. They wanted humanity destroyed. For better and for worse, we were close to planet Mira when we lost control of the White Whale. Inertia and gravity took it from there.
The ship had taken way too much damage to survive entering the atmosphere intact. We had no choice. We channeled all the power we had left to soft land. Once the dust cleared, we set to work transforming it into its current state. Searching for survivors, establishing Blade, installing the provisional government. Basically, making it a sustainable city.
Clarify information about Blair.
Blade is an acronym. Builders of a legacy after the destruction of Earth. Quite fitting, I think. It's a relatively new organization. Up there in space, we had plenty of provisions, and a crew trained to handle the limited amount of situations we might encounter in our travels. But of course, all that changed after we lost most of our ship and came crashing down here on Mira. We needed food, water, search and rescue teams, surveyors, police. The list goes on and on. It was too much for the provisional government to manage on its own, so Blade was born. The idea was to have one central organization with different disciplines to fill these various roles. Its core was pulled from the Coalition military, so it's mostly former soldiers. But fighting isn't our most important duty. Right now, we have a single top priority that supersedes all others. The search for and recovery of the Lifehold.
Take a look at this. The White Whale was designed to carry an exceedingly large number of passengers, all of them held in stasis. All housed in a structure called the Lifehold. This is a complete schematic of that facility. Only essential personnel were conscious and active for the journey from Earth. The flight crew, maintenance engineers. And of course, some military so we could defend ourselves if necessary. But the vast majority were in the Lifehold. Are in the Lifehold. With any luck, they're all still there, in stasis, waiting to be rescued. But there's a problem. We now know the Lifehold broke apart along with the rest of the ship when we came down on Mira. What we don't know is exactly where all the pieces landed. Not very comforting, I know. Blade's top priority now is locating the missing units.
Last one? Ask about registration.
Ah, yes. All citizens of NLA are required to register their name, age, and occupation. We also ask you report any personal assets and take a short survey regarding your current state of health. All purely as a precaution. I'm sure you understand. As the caretakers of humanity's survival, we all have certain responsibilities.
And hey, it's not all bad. Registering gets you access to all kinds of public services.
In any case, I'm sure this is all a lot to digest. You'll be wanting some time. Ms. Ku, even I'm tired of hearing myself speak. Why don't you take our guest out for some air? Perhaps a tour of the administrative district.
Yes, sir. Come on, we'll keep this briefing brief.
Chapter 1 basically has no fighting, it is really simple.
You know, it's not every day we're authorized to let a civilian tour the administrative district.
Yeah. Nagi must really, really want her to join Blade.
The AD is a bit different from the other districts. It's got everything a Blade would need, all in one place, without any extra fluff.
Get a load of that Skell. Even the way that they walk is so cool. Oh yeah, work it, baby. Now this girl gets it. Aren't they just the coolest? Just everything about them. The lasers, the force fields, the bipedal and vehicular transformations. You ever have that dream where you're inside one and it's just transforming over and over and over? Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Actually, I don't normally show this to people, but I've been working on some Skell fanfiction. Hold on, I'll just pull it up here. 1 sec.
Lynn?
Oh, right. Sorry.
Originally, Skells were developed as a defensive measure to counter potential alien threats. It wasn't enough to save Earth, though. We were outnumbered and outgunned. Still, just look around you. New LA has gone from basically nothing to this in just 2 short months. We could never have come so far, so fast, without Skell technology. I'd love to get you into one to see for yourself, but it's not that simple.
Well, yeah, duh. For one thing, only Blades are allowed to pilot Skells. And even then, you need a license.
These aren't toys we're talking about. They're complex machines with powerful weapons. And they're a precious resource. We only have so many of them to go around. So yes, as you might imagine, the certification process is a fairly rigorous one.
I'm sure you're thinking, where do I sign up for the test? But it's not that simple. They choose you, not the other way around. You can't just walk in the front door and volunteer.
There is some criteria. The details are largely hidden, but basically, HQ only allows the cream of the crop to take the test. Blades who go above and beyond in their duties, and for the people of New LA in general.
So what do you say? If you become a Blade and work hard, I'm sure it'll only be a matter of time before they tap you on the shoulder.
Speaking of work, that reminds me. Why don't we check out the Mission Control Board first? That's where we take on our assignments.
Good call. Let's head on over. So this is Mission Control. We don't have a dispatch system yet, so Blades usually choose their own assignments. Everyone comes here and selects from the missions available on the board.
And it's not just official Blade tasks. Anyone with a request is free to post here. Businesses, citizens, whoever.
Yeah, it's basically how anything gets done in New LA, so the board is constantly updating. Just about every Blade will stop by here at some point in their shift.
It's like our second home. You'll always find a number of Blades around here, blowing off steam or browsing mission control for their next assignment.
Whenever I get freed up, I'll stop here first thing to check for any missions I might be suited for.
Likewise. And if the assignment seems too tough to handle solo, that's what the Scout Console is for. We should show you that next.
Hey, who's giving this tour anyway? We also have the Scout Console, if the assignment seems too tough to handle solo. And, Elma just said that, didn't she?
Hey!
Cannot use this now, so missions. And there's also these, which you need online
Ta-da!
for.
The Blade Scout Console. When the going gets tough, the tough go to the Scout Console. You know, to get tougher.
If you do end up joining us, you'll quickly realize just how important this little kiosk is. A lot of the mission control assignments are too much for any one Blade to handle. They tend to call for multiple members with specialized knowledge or unique skills. This console lets you search for and recruit other blades to fill those roles for just such an occasion.
You can't spell blade without team. Sort of. Anyway, awesome, right? So, you ready to join up?
Hang on, Lynn. Take it easy, would you?
What? I'm just saying you'd have to be some kind of an idiot not to want to join Blade. Or maybe a crazy person.
Oh, and here I thought you might be pressuring our guest.
Apology accepted. Now, how about a little shopping? And I'm not talking about the stuff over in the commercial district. I'm talking about Armory Alley.
Listen. Hey.
So this street's what we call Armory Alley.
Blades can requisition equipment from any of the vendors here.
I won't lie, most Blade members face danger on a daily basis. Having the latest gear isn't about impressing your friends. It's a matter of survival.
True enough. And that goes not only for your personal armor and weapons, what we call ground gear, but for skell equipment as well.
You can even buy whole skells. Can you imagine owning your own skell? Huh? Oh, right, the door. I think all that's left is the heart of Blade itself. Blade Tower.
Hey!
Let me do some settings real quick. Hold on, I'm gonna do something here real quick. Just so I could like... Okay, let's see. Hover cruise, jump, auto track missions. I think we'll do that. Skip missions, accepting prompts. I'm just checking the settings to see like so I could do that. I think that's fine as it is. Visual, I think we're good really here. I'm just looking. I think that's good. Yeah, I think so. For now, at least. Can I join a Blade now?
So yeah, Blade Tower. When we come here, it's usually to stop by Blade HQ. The higher-ups, like Secretary Nagi and Commander Vandam, will spend most of their day here. The government leaders, too. They're based in the tower. Guys like our new Director General Maurice Chassan, for example.
Blades sometimes report to the leadership here after we finish key assignments. You'll want to remember this place.
And that about does it for our tour. So, what do you think? Pretty amazing setup, right? You can't wait to join Blade, right?
Okay, Lynn, seriously, that's enough. We're not here to make a sales pitch. We just want you to have all the facts so you can make an informed decision to join us, or not. Now that you've seen where and how we work, hopefully it made a good impression, but your decision will be just that, your decision. In any case, let's head back to the barracks. Secretary Nagi will be waiting.
That's chapter 1. Literally the only chapter. One of the only chapters in the game without any fighting. Just a little tour. That's it. Just a little tour. It's not much to say there. Oh, fuck that guy. Oh, that scared me a little. Info lover. Thanks. I am an info lover. So then we can just go back to the Blade Barracks and we finally join Blade and boom. That's it. Oh hell yeah, one of my favorite songs in the game. Let's go. I know some people don't like this song, but I kinda do, honestly. I don't know, I just like the New LA Night. I don't know, I just really like it at night. It's just fun to me. I don't know, I've always liked it. I've always said, I don't know.
Honey, we're home.
Yes, very amusing.
Who wants wants a fresh cup of tea?
Thank you, Ms. Gu, but I can't stay long. I just wanted to pass along a request from your commanding officer.
Commander Vandam? Does it have anything to do with our new arrival?
Correct. He stopped by while you were out on your tour. He said he'll come back, but that I shouldn't wait to ask you.
Here we go. I bet I can guess.
You probably can. He wants to fast-track our new friend here for blade duty with a training assignment.
What in the hell are we waiting for?
As he put it.
The commander does have a way with words.
Makes even my pitch sound smooth.
I explained about the memory issues, but he didn't see it as a problem. And to be honest, given our current need for blade recruits, I can't say I entirely disagree.
Hey, it's not me you need to convince. Blade service is voluntary, remember?
Of course, and I would never force or coerce anyone. Well, friend, what do you say? Can we count on you to do your part?
Except, yep.
I knew you'd make the right choice. Welcome to the organization. Elma, she can start on your team. You'll begin training immediately.
Yes, Mr. Secretary. With pleasure.
All right. Welcome to the Cool Kids Club.
Now then, let's discuss that training assignment. We've decided to start you out on a probe installation, just to get your feet wet.
I guess we should back up a bit. Here in New LA, we're using a specialized computer system called Frontier Nav to help us deploy a sensor grid across Mira. A network of data probes that allows us to monitor conditions and collect all kinds of information about the planet.
Expanding that grid and filling in the blind spots is one of Blade's highest priorities. Here, take a look at this. What you're seeing on screen is a terrain map that includes New LA and the surrounding landmass. As you can see, we've divided the area into a series of hexagonal blocks. We call these blocks segments. Together, they form our grid. We determined this was the most efficient pattern, given the limited range of our probes. Based on it, we know exactly where we need the probes to go. Now we just have to install them.
The sooner the better, as far as I'm concerned. The Frontier Nav probes can also detect the general locations of living things in the vicinity, which comes in handy if we need to track down a blade or another citizen.
Yes, quite handy indeed. So for this first exercise, you'll be heading here, to that white segment. Go there, install the data probe, and then come back home.
Got it. East of the city.
In that case, we can take the east gate out of the administrative district, right? We should be there in no time.
I'll leave the details on the data probe installation procedure to you, Elma.
Of course, Mr. Secretary. All right, you two, shall we?
Yeah! Training or not, let's go install the hell out of that probe!
Okay, so that's chapter 2. We'll go ahead and, we'll start in the next episode for that one, because, well, why not? So we'll go ahead and do that one in the next episode. So, anyway, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please comment, subscribe, or whatever. No, I really do appreciate it. And next time we're gonna start chapter 2. Yeah, it's already getting kind of long, so, see you guys then. Bye.